Hello students, I am Harpreet Kaur from English Frog Club and I've brought the second part of the video lecture of class 9's NCERT book Beehive. The chapter name is The Fun They Had. In part 1, we explored the story till the repairing of Margie's mechanical teacher. And without talking here and there, let's explore the story further and let's move on. Let's see what is the answer given by Tommy. Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes because it's not our kind of school, stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago. He added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully, centuries ago. Margie was hurt. Well, I don't know what kind of school they had all that time ago. She read the book over his shoulder for a while, then said, anyway, they had a teacher. Okay, so Tommy was feeling that he is superior in knowledge about the books than Margie. So he boastfully told her that he's not talking about the school that they were attending. He's talking about the school, what is written in the book is the school that was hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and centuries ago those schools were working, and how children were attending the schools, and this book contained that information in it. And Margie was a little hurt. The way Tommy answered Margie, she was hurt. But then she just tried to look into the book over his shoulders, and she wasn't able to see what was there in it. And then she said, okay, they had teacher, now like we have teacher, they also had teacher. Look at the picture given here. See, Tommy is reading the book and Margie is just thinking of what kind of school it was. Okay, they had a teacher and it was man. It was quite surprising element for her that the teacher, a man could be a teacher, as when she had grown up, she has seen only his friends, his cousins, his relatives, and everybody there was understanding the things, was taking schooling through mechanical teacher only, and it was a quite surprising thing for her that a man could be a teacher. Sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher, it was a man. A man? How could a man be a teacher? Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. Okay, so Tommy told him that it was not the kind of teacher that they had, but it was a kind of teacher that was a human being. And Margie was really surprised. A man, look at the way she has asked the question, look at her tone. How could a man be a teacher? She cannot imagine a man to be a teacher. And then Tommy replied that yes, he did the same thing as our mechanical teacher is doing. He is giving the lessons, asking questions, and all those things were being done by human beings centuries ago. Now let's see what's there in the 7th paragraph. A man isn't smart enough. Sure he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. He knows almost as much, I betcha. I betcha means I bet. I bet you shortened is I betcha. Okay. So, Margie could not come to this point that a human being could be a teacher. So, but Tommy explained that whatever a mechanical teacher knows, his father also knows. So, it is possible that human being can be a teacher, a man can be a teacher. Margie wasn't prepared to dispute that. She said, I wouldn't want a strange man in my house to teach me. Okay, she said that there's no fun of talking over this topic with Tommy. And then she for simply just winding up the thing, she said that she would not like to have a strange man in her house and teach me. She never wanted to have a human being as a teacher in her house. So let's see what is the answer given by Tommy. Tommy screamed with laughter. Okay, so what does this mean? Screamed with laughter. He laughed loudly. You don't know much, Margie. The teachers didn't live in the house. They had a special building and all the kids went there. So here Tommy said that teachers were not did not come to the children's house, but there was a special building where the children also used to go and the teacher also used to go, and they stayed there for some time and had education, and then everybody used to come back, and all kids learned the same thing, sure, if they were of the same age. And Margie had a question in her mind that whether all the kids in the school were learning the same thing. If one human being is teaching so many kids, then they would be learning the same thing. Okay, but Tommy give a clarification that if the children are of same age, they used to get the same kind of lessons from the human teacher. Now let's see what surprises do we have in the 8th paragraph. But my mother says a teacher has to be adjusted to fit the mind of each boy and girl. It teaches, and that each kid has to be taught differently. Just the same, they didn't do it the way then. If you don't like it, you don't have to read the book. Okay, so Tommy was getting a little annoyed with Margie's questions and he wanted to go through the book, but Margie was asking again and again certain things and Tommy was a little irritated. So Margie here told that her mother is of the viewpoint that mechanical teachers are to be adjusted according to the age group and the mental ability of the child, and how same age children could have same mental ability, and how can a single teacher handle all those kids. It was a surprise item for her, and at this point Tommy got irritated. He said, okay, if you don't want to listen anything, don't read about, if you don't want to know anything, don't read about the book. Okay, so he gave an irritated answer now. I didn't say I didn't like it, Margie said quickly. She wanted to read about those funny schools. Okay, Margie said that she didn't mean that she doesn't want to read the book. She really wants to know about the schools. She is calling these schools funny schools because for these children, a human being entering into a building, the children going to a particular building and learning the same thing, same age group, that was quite abnormal thing that they have not even heard. So she found it a little tickling, and she found that the schools were funny. They weren't even half finished when Margie's mother called, Margie, school. Margie looked up. Not yet, Mama. Now, said Mrs. Jones, and it's probably time for Tommy too. Margie said to Tommy, can I read the book some more with you after the school? Okay, so as she was about to read the book, she was really interested to read the book, but her mother called her and she had to go to attend her school, as her mother was her voice was a little strict one and she wanted Margie to be at the school. So Margie requested Tommy to continue reading the book after the school. So let's see what was the reply given by Tommy. Maybe, he said nonchalantly. He walked away whistling, the dusty old book tucked beneath his arm. Margie went into the schoolroom. It was right next to her bedroom, and the mechanical teacher was on and waiting for her. It was always on at the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so what do you mean by nonchalantly? Okay, let's look at the meaning of the word nonchalantly. Nonchalantly means showing much interest or enthusiasm carelessly. Okay, so he just said it, okay, maybe we'll see. He carefreely, with a carefree attitude, he just said, okay, we'll see whether we'll be reading the book or not. and Margie went to her schoolroom, which was in her house only, and it was next to her bedroom, and the mechanical teacher was flashing and it was waiting for Margie to arrive and attend the class. And Margie had the class same at the same time except Saturday and Sunday. She used to have 5 days a week class. Okay, weekends were free. Yes. Now let's have a look about Margie's schoolroom. It is well depicted by the illustrator in this picture given in the book. So Margie is sitting in front of a screen and she is working on the computer, and certain things like necessary items related to sound, speaking, etc. are kept here. You can well see the CDs and screen flashing here. Computers and laptops, etc. are shown in this particular picture. Okay, she had the school at the same time every day because her mother said little girls learn better if they learn at regular hours. The screen was lit up and it said, "Today's arithmetic lesson is on addition of proper fraction. Please insert yesterday's homework in the proper slot." Okay, so here only in these lines how she used to attend the school, that is being written here. Okay, and the teacher was expecting Margie to put on the homework that she had done the previous day, and what lesson she was going to take that day was flashing on the computer screen, on the television screen or the computer screen. Margie did so with a sigh. Now, with a sigh tells us that she did it unwillingly. She was not willing to do that learning right now, as her interest was in the book she was reading with the Tommy. She was in a mood to read that book, but because her mother wanted her to attend the class, so she had come to attend the class. She was thinking about the old schools they had when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy. All the kids from the whole neighborhood came, laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the schoolrooms, going home together at the end of the day. They learned the same things so they could help one another with the homework and talk about it. So, according to Margie's point of view, the author here has given certain advantages of the regular schools that all of you are having nowadays, but during this lockdown period, you have well come to know between the difference between the on remote teaching, the teaching by computers, etc. But here still there is a difference. You people are still getting education from the teacher, though the teachers and you are not physically present in the school. But here Margie is just imagining how beautiful the school time would be, the school life would be for the children, having fun together, helping each other in their lessons. And she was really thinking, she was imagining beautifully all the things that we people have nowadays in our school. Teachers were people. The mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen. When we add fractions 1/2 and 1/4, and so with this the scene is ending, and she is just in her imagination. She is physically present in her class but not mentally here. Mentally she is still imagining the schools that were that's the schools in which her ancestors used to study, and the things of her lesson are being flashed on the mechanical teacher. Margie was thinking about how the kids must loved it in the old days. She was thinking about the fun they had. So here we have the title of the chapter, The Fun They Had. Now who are they here? They are the children. Those were learning in the physical schools, in the schools that were in the building only, not in the houses and like the computers, etc. So Margie was attending the class, but her mind was still. at the time when children used to go to school, and she imagined that it was quite fun to go and meet the friends and learn from the same teacher and get the same thing and take help from each other. So that's all in this chapter. I hope this chapter is quite clear to you, and we will be meeting in the next video of the book Beehive for class 9th. Till then, you keep making notes and do write in the comment box the best part you liked in the physical schools, in the schools that you people are learning nowadays. And you can also write about, would you like to attend a school Margie is attending? So I'm waiting for your comments in the comment box about your opinions of the schools we presently have and the schools of the future that human beings are thinking that time would change and everything will be done by machines. So that's all for today's lesson. Bye for now.